Welcome to this video on English idiomatic expressions. Language goes beyond mere words and grammar. It's a treasure trove of vibrant and distinctive phrases that infuse our conversations with richness and depth. In today's journey, we'll explore some of the most intriguing and frequently employed idiomatic expressions in the English language. These expressions transcend language. They offer us glimpses into the culture and inventive spirit of English speakers. So, let's embark on this exploration of the linguistic gems that make English a truly captivating language. Okay, let's begin. English idiomatic expressions. Piece of cake, something very easy. Piece of cake is one of the most popular English idioms, and it serves to illustrate a task, activity, or situation that is exceptionally easy or simple to accomplish. The essence of this idiom lies in its portrayal of a complete absence of challenge, difficulty, or complexity when undertaking the specified task. When someone labels a task as a piece of cake, they are essentially indicating that it demands minimal effort and lacks significant obstacles. This idiom frequently emphasizes the straightforward nature of a task, and enjoys widespread use in both casual and formal conversations, as a means of expressing simplicity and ease. In conclusion, piece of cake is a cheerful and light-hearted idiom, employed to convey the concept of simplicity and ease across various situations, and it remains widely recognized and used in English-speaking communities. Here are the usages of the idiom, piece of cake, in various contexts. Academic setting. In an academic context, piece of cake is used to describe an exam or assignment that is very easy to complete. For example, a student might say, "The math test was a piece of cake, I finished it in no time." Workplace. In a professional environment, this idiom is often used to convey that a task or project is simple and manageable. For instance, a colleague might say, "Don't worry about the presentation, it's a piece of cake." Daily chores. At home, people might use this idiom to talk about everyday tasks, or chores that are easy to accomplish due to their routine or organization. For instance, someone could say, "Cleaning the house is a piece of cake when you do it regularly." Now, let's examine some examples of the idiom, piece of cake. Studying for the spelling bee was a piece of cake for her. She could spell all the words without any trouble. After years of practice, the expert pianist found playing that complex sonata a piece of cake. Cooking dinner for 10 people seemed like a piece of cake, because they were all her favorite recipes. The math problems that once seemed challenging to him are now a piece of cake, thanks to his teacher's clear explanations. For the skilled mountain climber, scaling that peak was a piece of cake, compared to some of the treacherous climbs they've conquered. For a better understanding and immersion, listen to the story to see how the idiom, piece of cake, is used in it. Conquering the pie-eating contest. Maggie had always been known as the star athlete in her school. Whether it was sprinting on the track, hitting home runs in baseball, or scoring goals in soccer, she excelled at every sport she tried. However, there was one challenge she had yet to take on, the school's annual pie-eating contest. The event was legendary in their small town, with participants coming from far and wide, to devour as many pies as they could in a set time limit. Despite her athletic prowess, Maggie had always been a bit hesitant about participating, thinking that eating competitively might not be her forte. Nevertheless, her friends encouraged her to give it a shot. As the day of the contest approached, Maggie decided to do some light training. She watched videos of past winners, and practiced her pie-eating technique. Her friends even organized a mock contest for her to practice. To her surprise, she found it incredibly easy to consume the pies quickly. The day of the contest arrived, and the excitement in the air was palpable. Maggie stood on the stage, surrounded by fellow competitors. The timer started, and she dug into the pies with gusto. To her amazement, it was a piece of cake for her. She devoured pie after pie with ease, maintaining a calm and focused demeanor throughout the competition. As the timer buzzed, signaling the end of the contest, Maggie found herself holding the winner's trophy. She had not only participated in her first pie-eating contest, but had also dominated it. Her friends cheered loudly from the crowd, and Maggie realized that conquering this new challenge was indeed a piece of cake. In the questions section, you should think about what we've learned, and recall the knowledge so that you can answer the questions easily. So, read the questions and find the correct answer below. 1. What does the idiom, piece of cake, mean? A type of dessert. B. A task that is easy to accomplish. C. A difficult challenge. D. A type of bread. 2. If someone says, "Don't worry about the presentation, it's a piece of cake," what do they mean? A. You should be very concerned about the presentation. B. The presentation is a difficult task. C. The presentation is straightforward and easy. D. There's no need to prepare for the presentation. 3. Choose the phrase that is most similar in meaning to piece of cake. A tough nut to crack. B. A hard pill to swallow. C. A walk in the park. D. A shot in the dark. 4. If someone says, "I've been preparing for this exam for months, it should be a piece of cake," what is their attitude toward the exam? A. They are anxious about the exam. B. They are overconfident about the exam. C. They believe the exam is difficult. D. They think the exam is easy due to thorough preparation. As we conclude our exploration of English idiomatic expressions, I hope you've enjoyed this linguistic adventure. Idioms are the hidden treasures of any language, revealing the culture, history, and humor of its speakers. By understanding and using idioms, you not only become a more fluent communicator, but also gain insights into the soul of the English language. So, go ahead, break a leg, and start using these phrases to add richness and depth to your English conversations. Remember, learning idioms can be a piece of cake if you bite the bullet and practice regularly. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and until next time, happy idiom hunting.